Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome to this week's PlayStation Store update video where we're going to be checking out new releases, weekly deals, and all the good stuff that you care about. We're coming straight today from the PlayStation Vita old school style camcorder recording. First off, let's jump into the new releases and see what we have this week. We have a very action-packed week. First off, we have a game that I've highly been anticipating, Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma, the third game in the Zero Escape series. Look at this, rated M for mature. It's also brought to us by Axis Games, $39.99 Canadian. Zero Escape, oops, spoilers. Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma features diabolical new puzzles and fully animated story sections that push the boundaries of interactive storytelling. Newcomers and familiar faces round out a robust cast of characters, while English and Japanese voice-over options flesh out the narrative. Multiple endings and non-linear story mechanics will keep you coming back for more. It features one player as well as touchscreen support. This is the follow-up game to Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward, which also was a follow-up to 999. Which was brought out on the DS back in the day, I believe. Right now we are playing through Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward, and now that we are doing these old school camcorder videos, I will be continuing Zero Escape, and we will be definitely finishing it off. And the moment we finish off Zero Escape, I was deciding between going back and trying to record and play 999, or move on to Zero Time Dilemma, because I would really like to do the whole series. So if you guys could leave me a comment with your opinion on that, I would very much appreciate it. Up next, we have another new release of the week, LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, brought to us by Warner Bros. Also $39.99 this week, rated E10 and up. They showed off this game at E3 this year, and when they showed it off, they actually announced, you know what, go to your store right now, you can pick up the demo, you can try it out. And I actually did download it, and it was supposed to go up around the same time as Resident Evil 7, but I'm so bad at LEGO games that I couldn't even beat the beginning area, and then because I couldn't beat the beginning area, I said to myself, you know, I'm not going to spend 20 minutes in this tutorial section that I can't figure out. So, LEGO games have never really been my forte all that well, so I just left better off alone. Next up, we have God Eater Resurrection, brought to us by Bandai Namco Games. God Eater, awesome franchise in my opinion. I played a lot of the first one on the PSP. I really liked it. Discover that in times of adversity, humans will go to any length to survive in God Eater Resurrection. Evil takes all forms. Take control of the newest recruit to Fenrir's Far East Branch. A new type God Eater with the rare ability to wield a variable God Arc that transforms between blade and gun form. Hack, slash, and shoot your way through hordes of origami and extract evil at its core. The hunter becomes the hunted, master predator style with charge, quick combo, step, and air variants on the God Arc's Devour ability. Rediscover the world featuring over 100 hours of content. Whoa. Immersive story driven by deep character development. Unite in the fight for humanity. Play with up to 3 additional players online to form a cooperative 4-man cell. So I feel like this would be a lot like Freedom Wars over here. I feel like they have a lot in common in terms of style. So it supports rear touchpad, dual analog stick, touchscreen, network play, as well as ad hoc mode if you would like to play locally. I'd be very much interested in showing off God Eater. So, you know, if you guys want to see God Eater, totally let me know. And if you pick it up yourself, like, let's play together, why not? Another new release of the week, and it looks like the last one, Adventures of Mana, which is actually another game I'm rather interested in. I'm actually interested in everything this week. This is a fantastic week on the Vita. This is brought to us by good old Square Enix. Relive the excitement of Final Fantasy Adventure, a timeless classic remastered for a new generation. Look at that. Not even going to read it because I just can't even do it justice. It supports one player, touchscreen, dual analog stick support. I would love to check that out too. I love basically everything this week that I've seen so far. In terms of PlayStation Plus deals, you can pick up A Boy and His Blob half price. Boy and His Blob, I always thought that looked rather interesting. Reminded me a little bit of Limbo. Not in terms of art style, but in terms of exploring and game mechanics. I've never played the game, but reminds me quite a bit of Limbo. So you know what, maybe we'll even try that out, because I was rather interested in that when I saw it before. You got a mini game that you could pick up, Space Shooter, for $2. Are you serious? Did that start out at $2 and then it went down to 60 cents and then now it's on sale for 40 cents? That defeats the whole purpose of the title. Okay, I'm not sure how to feel about that. What else is on sale this week? No Surge Plus Ode to an Unborn Star. Okay, a Tecmo game. Alrighty, this supports a lot of stuff. So what is this? Is this a RPG? Oh, this looks like Phantasy Star. That actually looks kind of cool. That's on sale. How much is that on sale for? $16? You're saving about $4 this week. That's not bad for a deal. What else do we have? Atelier Torio Plus. The Adventure of Arland. Is this a golf game? No. Oh no, it's an RPG. I'm not a big fan of this art style though. This is too shoujo for my liking. That's more up, I don't know, Drowsy's league, I think. Brandish the Dark Revenant, Exceed Games. Okay, they made Valhalla Knights. I don't really know what it is though, because they don't give us any screenshots, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to look into this one. I'm a big fan of Exceed, so I haven't even heard of this one before. We also have Broken Age, which I believe, yep, I already own. They gave this away free a while back. Like, look at it, they're basically giving it away now for $2.50. It's basically like, it's a story-driven game, but in this game they have so many voice actors that are so well known. Like, I think Jack Black's in it. I think, like, Cameron Diaz might even be in it. Like, don't quote me, but, like, I saw a thing about it, an expose, and it was saying how there's all these, like, big names that were in Broken Age, and the game just never really, I think, took off that well. I don't know, I don't know too much about it. This game looks interesting, though. Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse. Revolution Software. Okay, that's an odd price, $5.09. Okay. Have to look into that one, too. What is this one? Cell Damage, HD. Finish Line Games, rated T for Teen. Take control of the world's nuttiest cartoon drivers to demolish your friends with insane weapons and wacky arena hazards. So this is like some kind of animal Mario Kart. Okay. Not sure how to feel about that, but right? I guess for $2 you can't really go that wrong. What is this? Citizens of Earth. Okay, brought to us by Atlas. Atlas is a pretty big boy company. This is not winning me over, though. I do not feel one up. Yep, I'm not won over. My loins are not tingling as I look at these screenshots. It's just not doing it for me. He kind of does it for me. I'm a fan of Bush. But you know what? He's just not tickling my fancy today. Supports one-player touchscreen support. Alright. Farming Simulator 16. I don't know why simulator games took off so well. If I wanted to simulate working on a farm, I'd get a job on a farm. Fly Hunter Origins. Ooh, Ripstone. This one looks interesting. Ooh. Oh, it does look rather interesting. Nice art style. Nice graphics. Those bugs are kind of gross, though. Spiders. Ew. Gross. This feels like a remake. I wonder if this is a remake or if this is new. He looks pretty cute. Meet Zach, a bumbling alien spaceship janitor and wannabe fly hunter. Zach is a Zursk, one of the 3 alien species from Bugario 3. He works on board the fly hunter's crew legendary spaceship, the Frog, but deep down, he longs for an exciting adventure of his own. Somewhere in Earth's orbit, while the heroic fly hunters are deep in cryosleep, the Frog's cargo of super important exotic insects from the latest hunt and mysteriously jettisoned into space, crash landing back on planet Earth. Okay, so I guess you're going around, you're trying to get all the bugs back, collect them up. Okay, touchscreen, 1 player. That looks rather interesting, only $2. What else do we have? Free, still for this month, only for a couple days now. You can still pick up God of War Chains of Olympus, PSP game that, you know, Sony shoveled to us to just try and keep us happy with the free games that they give us, even though usually the free games that they give us are shit, especially on the Vita. Not to say that that game is shit. That game's actually pretty legit, that God of War game. I just mean they shouldn't be giving us PSP games on a Vita. You know what I mean? Like, they could at least give us a AAA game that is a new release. Well, not even new, but like in the past year or so. They also gave us Little Deviants. That game's like 5 years old now. Like, I don't even know what they were thinking. You can also get Grim Fandango cheaper. I don't know how much it is because I already own it, but we've seen so much of this game, we don't need to see that much more. It's the same things we've seen week after week. Hot Shots Golf, which I believe was a release title. You can pick that up for $3 now. Wow, that's cheap. They also have a DLC where you can play as Cat from Gravity Rush. So maybe one of these days we'll check that out and we can be Cat. Because I remember when this first came out, I really loved this game. This was almost a console seller for me. How you could look around with the gyroscopes and everything. And then I just never bothered picking it up for some reason. I don't really know why. We can pick up Hyper Devotion Noir Goddess Black Heart. Look at this, $3 for a JRPG. That seems pretty legit. $3. Peck. There's girl on girl kissing. Oh man, I think this is the one Drowsy told me about, where every girl in the series is like based on like a different console, like Sega Genesis and like Dreamcast and all that. That seems pretty cool. Pretty cheap too, man. That's super cheap. $3? I might be buying a bunch of these anime games this week. Look at this one's $6. Another Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth. Okay, this one looks like it's got a nicer style. It looks a lot better overall. This one might be a newer one. Looks pretty cool though, the art style is alright. Look at this. Hi, she's waving. She's a cutie. There you go. Let you guys read about it if you so choose to. It supports 1 player and touchscreen, which is pretty alright. And then we got ourselves another Hyperdimension Neptunia game. Are you serious? And connection errors, so I guess we'll be back, because I gotta relaunch the store. Actually, you know what? Because we're doing a camcorder style, let's do it old school. You even got to see my cool Digimon Story wallpaper. Ooh, that's an exclusive for pre-order. New releases, boom, PlayStation Plus. Let's get back to where we left off. Sometimes the store loses connection when you dilly-dally and you take too long. They're just like, you know what? We're kicking you out. Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2. Oh, so there's a Rebirth and a Rebirth 2. $3. The second one's actually cheaper than the first one. Which is weird, which means that the second one's newer. Which means that it's probably, like, mechanically better, but if the ratings are better for the first one, they would keep the first one. That dude looks awesome. They would probably keep the first one. Oh, that's a cute art style. New battle system, let you fight up to 4 characters, with 4 more for support. All new playable characters use the remake system to alter the strength of enemies, make unique items and skills with game discs. Ooh. Monster Rancher. Monster Rancher. Invisimals Resistance. They gave away an Invisimal game a while back. Never got around to playing it, because no matter where I played it, there wasn't enough light, or there was too much light, or blah 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 blah. So, I'm not a big fan of these AR games, so personally I couldn't really care less, but, you know, it's pretty cheap. It's only $5.99. Brought to you by First Party Sony. So look at that. You can track down invisible animals, you know, if Pokemon doesn't do it for you. What else we got? We got J-Star's Victory Versus. I own this on the PS4. Got it for $25. Now the Vita has it for $10. But you know what? If you're really interested in getting this game, even though I'm a huge fan of the Vita, pick it up on PlayStation. PlayStation has an all-exclusive campaign mode. Don't even bother with the Vita port. The Vita port for J-Stars is poop. just go with the PS4. We'll just skip that for now. There's also Knock Knock, which I looked at a while back. It's brought to us by Ice Pick Lodge, which is actually an awesome name. It's one of your, you know, I wouldn't really call it horror, but I would call it one of your more dark adventure games, I guess. And if you pick it up, you get it on PS4 and Vita. But look at this. The art style seems rather neat, rather interesting. Reminds me a little bit of Never-Ending Nightmare in terms of exploration and side-scrolling. That looks awesome. So maybe this will be something that we'll look at. Maybe we'll do a blind date of it, or a one-night stand if I happen to pick it up. Like always, remember to leave your suggestions, because you guys are the ones that mold the channel and say what we're gonna play and what we're gonna watch. So it's all up to you guys. We have Lego The Hobbit. I'm not gonna bother really looking too much into it because I actually own it. And maybe we'll do something like a Lego theme week, maybe, even though I'm super terrible at them. Let's Fish Hooked On. Fishing game by Wired Productions. Look at this. Cast off on a fun fishing adventure with Let's Fish. Look at this. Probably everyone played a fishing game when they were a kid. I had a fishing game on the Dreamcast. I don't remember what it was called, but it was meh. That's all I remember, is that it was meh. My favorite Dreamcast game was Sonic, probably like everyone's favorite. Another free game this month is Little Deviants. Little Deviants, of course, is literally the console launch game. Like, this game came out with the exclusive week early Vita, so this is literally the first Vita game that, like, ever came out. Brought to us by first-party Sony, and it's essentially a minigame compilation teaching you the different mechanics of the console, augmented reality, touchscreen, microphone, motion sensor. It's like the Play Park. It's like Wii Sports that came with the Wii. It's just to show you how the whole system works. Easy trophies, too. Mega Tegmention Blanche plus Neptune vs. Zombies. Okay, mouthful, $16. Look at this. It's an anime game where you can give cute little ladies moustaches. You know? That's cool if that's your thing. You like a girl with a little bit of hair? You know what? That's your prerogative. That's alright. Whatever floats your boat. One player, touchscreen, dual analog sticks. Nice. Tasty. Whoa, there's so many games this week on sale. Monster Mom Piece. $1.99? Down from $4? Yo, is this a card game? Yo, this is a card game? Okay, ooh, boobs, girl. Damn. Damn, look at that. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. Look at that. Tickle the kitty. Let me pet her. What is this here? Overworld map. Okay, we got girls with weird eyebrows. Oh, she kind of looks like Susie. She's, ooh, licking her finger. Hot. I like that. There's even time up there in the corner. Kinky shit right there. Likeable characters in a story rife with adventure. With a wide range of unique and quirky personalities, the entire cast of Monster Mom Piece each add a little spice to the adventure story from beginning to end. Multiplayer. Players can either enjoy the story in the single-player mode or compete against other players online. Find out if your card game playing skills are top-notch. Yeah, so it is a card game. Okay, it's a card game with anime boobies. I can get behind that. We also have a Monster Bag, which we can pick up $1 cheaper this week. This is essentially a puzzle-solving game. We did a part 1 video of this back in the day, and I just never really continued with it because the first video didn't get that much support. But if you guys are interested in seeing more of Monster Bag, I'd be happy to re-download it, give it another shot, and we could all revisit it together. And then there's this game, which I believe we already saw last week, which is basically like an ATV off-road game. Pretty cool. I used to play quite a bit of these on, I believe, PlayStation 1? It might have been PlayStation 2. I went through an ATV game phase. But finally, the official motocross is back, and look at that, back and ready on the Vita. 1 player, network 2 to 6, touchscreen, microphone, dual analog sticks. So maybe that means you can trash talk people online. There's also my Singing Monsters loot, which I still think to this day no one buys, because it's just been on sale for years now. We also got Nidhogg on sale for $1 and some change cheaper. I picked this up a while back, the last time it was on sale, and I have played quite a bit of it. The only problem is, online, no one's playing. Like, you will not see anyone online. You will just be playing with yourself. Offline mode. But it is a great game. I like it. It's pretty cool. You may see a little bit of this game in a theme week to come. You know, inside exclusive for all of you that watch these store videos. There's also another One Piece game, Pirate Warriors 3. We played, One Piece, what was it, Blood Red, Blood Moon? It was Red or Blood or something like that. I can't even remember, but this is essentially, I believe, a One Piece game that plays more like Dynasty Warriors. As you can see here with the map, you take out areas and you take out huge groups of guys. So, you know, this might be something we'll look at in the future. I'm a big fan of most anime games that are released. Then we have Paranautical Activity. We recently just visited this during our roguelike theme week, so if you want to see any gameplay of this before you pick it up, and you want to see what the game looks like, feel free to check that out on the channel. We also have a few Pixel Junk games on sale. We have Pixel Junk Monster, which I actually played a lot of when I was younger, back in the day when it first came out, and I was a huge fan of it. It's a very colorful, very artistic, beautiful tower defense game. Really chilled, really nice. We might do something with this in the future. I used to be really good at the game. I highly doubt that I'd be good now, but I used to really enjoy this when I was younger. And then after Monsters came out, Pixel Junk came out with Shooter Ultimate, which I also own. And it's a great physics-based game. There's water, there's lava, there's gravity. You're trying to save little scientists from these caves, and you're trying to kill enemies before they kill you. And if you pick it up, you get it on both PS4 and the PS Vita, so that's always a good deal. That's pretty good. 1 to 2 players. You also got Pocket God, in case you feel like ruling a civilization and keeping it in your pocket. It's only $1. Sadly, there's no screenshots though, and I don't really know too much about the game to give it my endorsement. We got Pumped BMX, which is kind of like urban style freestyle, and I believe kind of like a trials type deal. This seems very lackluster. I've never played it myself, but it doesn't seem as exciting as urban freestyle or trials, sadly. But you know what? If you pick it up, you get it on PS4, Vita, and PS3. Touchscreen, touchpad, analog sticks. It supports quite a bit of stuff. We also got Q*berts. Q*berts on sale this week. Wow, we got a lot on sale this week. Rallycopters. What is this? Ooh, that's psychedelic. Look at that right there. That's like right in the mainframe. That's some... Whoa. That's crazy, dude. That must be a shooter. Okay, what else do we have this week? We have a lot. Holy camoles. We got Ray Geigen, which is a visual novel game. I remember that from a while back. We also got Sketchcross on sale this week. Sketchcross Logic Picture Puzzler. Switch Galaxy Ultra I actually own. They gave this away free a while back. So look at this. I would not recommend this game. It is... It's like, it's trying to be Wipeout, and I guess it's the closest thing that we'll get to Wipeout until they make another one, but trust me, Wipeout 2048 is still better. We also got Sword Art Online Lost Song. This is a follow-up to Hollowed Fragment. Red actually picked this up and played it, and he said it wasn't as good as Hollowed Fragment, because apparently they changed some mechanics or something in the game. But, you know, every person has their own opinion. One person might like a change, another person might not. We also have Tales. Look at this. We actually started this a while back, a playthrough. We might go back to this too, because I found this game rather interesting. This might be one of the ones we visit on camcorder playthroughs. Tales of Hearts R. So you know what? You might be seeing this in your subscription feed, so let me know if you guys are interested in seeing it. There's also Tetris Ultimate. Everyone has played a Tetris game growing up. Like, I'd be surprised, honestly, if someone could tell me that they have never played Tetris. Because Tetris is just one of those games. I literally have, like, an original Tetris cartridge from my original Game Boy. And I love it. I just absolutely love it, man. Tetris, so chilled. You can play it wherever you are. And we got the Bit Trip, which actually we might also be revisiting during Camcorder playthroughs. We never did finish off the collection, and of course this is the Bit Trip collection, bringing you tons of classic Bit Trip games, all the way from Bit Trip Runner to some of the other ones that I can't even remember the name of. And it's the middle of the night, I'm starting to get tired already, but there's still more deals to go through. We got The Bridge, which I believe is a puzzle game. Yep, 2D logic puzzler. I actually saw this a while back on the PC. Played a demo of this. It's actually a very fun game. Use gravity, use physics, and it really is logic. You have to really think outside the box to solve some of these puzzles. And as you can see, the whole game is in black and white monochrome. That might be something worth checking out. We also got ourselves the Muppets Movie Adventure 374. Usually movie tie-in games are never that great. I wouldn't really say a Muppet game would be that great either, but it's less than $4, so, you know, you might get what you pay for? I don't know if you would think it'd be worth $4 or not. We also got The Sun and the Moon. The Sun and the Moon is, I believe, from the same people who brought us Thomas Was Alone. Purchasing this, of course, gives it to you on the PS4 and the Vita. And then, yep, there we see Thomas Is Alone. Yep, probably is by the same company. We also have The Swindle, which was actually a big game everyone was pushing, I believe, a month or so ago when it came out on the Vita. Sadly, I have not played it yet myself, but I heard some great things about it, so now that it's on sale, it might be worth swinging around and picking up. Thomas Is Alone is also available for download. Ignore that it says that it's free. It only says that because I already own it. If you want to see any gameplay of that, we did a one-night stand for it back in the day on the channel. So feel free to go and check that out if you're interested. We also have Tiny Troopers Joint Ops. What is this? This looks a little bit like Toy Soldiers. Okay, that doesn't actually look too bad. Looks like it could be decent, depends on how the gameplay goes. It would actually be way better if it was a twin stick. Tiny Troopers is an epic, bite-sized arcade shooter, filled to the brim with action-packed mini-maps of mayhem. This gives you PS3, PS4, and Vita. One player, network features, touchscreen, cross-platform play. But it's only one player, sadly. That would be good with online. Most games are better with online. We also got Takaiden Kiwami. I have the original Takaiden. This is the remake that came out. Because PlayStation does that quite a bit. They did that with Destiny 2, where they bring out the same game later, just with more additional features, and basically revamped the same game. Trillion God of Destruction. What is this? This looks pretty stellar. Whoa, that girl looks awesome. Look at that mask. That's like straight out of Bleach. That looks great. Okay, the art style and everything in this game definitely looks great. Okay, I'll have to keep this one in mind. I'll let you guys read about it there. What else? One player, touchscreen, dual analog? Okay, I get you. Volume. Bethel Games, rated T for teen. Welcome to the Volume. An arsenal of gadgets await discovery in a quest to rob the rich and give to the unheard. Key features, 100 levels. Okay. Starring Andy Serkis, Lord of the Rings, Planet of the Apes, Danny Wallace, Thomas Was Alone, and Charlie McDonald. Charlie is So Cool, like? Whoa, Charlie McDonald. Whoa, I remember Charlie is So Cool. Purchasing this content tells you to both PS4 and PS Vita. Wow, Charlie is So Cool, like, is in this game. Wow, that's really interesting. Wow, getting a YouTube vlogger to do voiceovers in your game. I don't remember ever hearing about something like that. Huh, this must have been back when he was still relevant. Okay. Whispering Willows. This is, of course, a novel game. This is the game, and it comes with a PS4 theme. This game has been on sale literally since its release. It's on sale nearly every week, which honestly makes me worrisome of picking it up, because why would it be on sale every week unless they're really trying to push it? But you know what? It's award-winning, successful Kickstarter, not Kickstarter. Whoa, that's completely separate. Maybe we'll check this out, though. Maybe I'll save it for Survive One Night. We also got Widgets Odyssey, which is a mini-game. Another mini-game, Widgets Odyssey 2. If you want double the widget action, you can get the whole widget anthology for less than $1. That's crazy. We also got Whoa Dave, which is a crazy indie game that we also checked out a while back in the One Night Stands. It's pretty knocking futz. Like, it can get pretty cray-cray. Very action-packed. You get killed super easily. It's a little bit like, what was it called? New Super Mario Bros. When you used to hit the shells in them in the sewers. Then we got Young Thor, which is another mini-game. It's on sale for $1. I'd be a little bit worried. So I'm picking up mini-games. I haven't had too much of a good experience with these mini-games. Midweek sale, year 1. Okay, so that is the mid-year sale. Okay, week 1, so I guess I know the title of this week, and these are all the sales that we were looking at. There's also Mega Man Legends. Is there any other stuff they didn't show us? Mega Man 8. There's quite a few of these games I actually legit want to pick up and check out. Some of these I'm going to have to look up what they're all about. There's also chess. There's, I think these are all ones that we've seen. Yeah, these all look like ones we've seen, yeah, okay. Anything else this week? Weekly deals? Is there another weekly deal, or is it just that one? Yep, it's just that one. So I believe this wraps up this week's PlayStation Store update video. I'll just leave you guys here looking at the top downloads as of lately. The top games, look at that right there. Some of these have been here quite a while. Some of these are actually new to the block. Huh, that's interesting to see PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale on the top downloads. Alrighty. So this is going to wrap up this week's update video. I hope you guys had a great time. I hope that you guys are excited for some of the games that came out. Like always, just let me know what you guys are picking up and what you guys would like to see. I look forward to all of your comments, and I'll see you guys all again here next week for another PlayStation update.
I only want a proper introduction. Maybe all it takes is a baseball bat to show you what I've been clicking in your jaw as a testament for trying to test me.